The next decade will witness a massive surge in consumer appetite for products and services that promise to support healthy aging, transforming the longevity economy from a niche market into a mainstream pillar of healthcare and wellness. Far from being limited to seniors, this trend is already sweeping through younger demographics. Millennials and Gen Z are proactively seeking ways to preserve health, function, and appearance decades before traditional signs of aging emerge, creating an unprecedented cultural and economic shift in how society approaches the life course. Recent market surveys highlight just how widespread this phenomenon has become. Over 70% of consumers in the US and UK, and a staggering 85% in China, report increasing their spending on products and services aimed at healthy aging and longevity. This is not just a blip. It reflects a deeper societal transformation in which aging is no longer passively accepted as inevitable decline, but actively managed as a process to be slowed, optimized, or even reversed. Social media and wellness influencers amplify this mindset, spreading the message that longevity is not just for the elderly, but a lifelong pursuit that begins in one's 20s and 30s. As this consumer movement gathers steam, it will reshape multiple industries. Retailers will expand shelves and online catalogs with science-backed nutraceuticals, supplements targeting cellular health, and functional foods promising benefits for inflammation, mitochondrial resilience, and glycemic control. Unlike previous waves of anti-aging hype that leaned heavily on unproven or cosmetic-only products, consumers are now demanding clinically validated solutions, driving supplement makers, biotech startups, and established pharmaceutical brands to invest heavily in research, certifications, and transparent marketing. Healthcare providers, too, will be swept up in this rising tide. Traditional clinics will increasingly offer longevity checkups that go beyond basic lab work to measure biological age using DNA methylation clocks, inflammatory biomarkers, or advanced imaging of organ function. Personalized health reports will become standard, pairing these biomarker results with AI-driven recommendations for lifestyle, diet, exercise, and targeted interventions. Concierge longevity clinics, once reserved for ultra-wealthy clients, will move down market, adopting subscription models and group programs to attract middle-class consumers eager for proactive, precision aging care. Fitness and wellness centers will seize the opportunity as well. Expect to see a proliferation of gyms and studios specifically designed for older adults but marketed across generations, equipped with trainers skilled in functional movement, balance restoration, and sarcopenia prevention. These spaces will integrate technology like strength measuring devices, mobility scanners, and connected wearables that monitor real-time metrics of muscular and cardiovascular health, providing immediate feedback and adapting programs to keep clients progressing safely as they age. Beyond individual offerings, entire ecosystems will form around the longevity lifestyle. Digital platforms will combine genetic data, real-time biomarker readings, and behavioral tracking to deliver personalized coaching through apps and virtual health advisors. Meditation studios, sleep clinics, and stress reduction programs will increasingly position themselves as essential pillars of longevity, capitalizing on the growing recognition that mental health and resilience are as important as physical vitality for extending health span. The ripple effects will be felt globally. In Asia, where cultures often prize longevity and filial piety, demand for scientifically grounded aging solutions will mesh with traditional wellness practices, creating hybrid offerings that blend ancient herbal formulations with modern diagnostics. In Western markets, where millennial and Gen Z consumers are already highly engaged in biohacking and self-optimization, a new generation of brands will emerge catering to their desire for cutting-edge but evidence-based longevity products, driving the creation of Instagram-ready, wearable integrated, data-rich solutions that promise both health benefits and social cachet. This consumer demand will also pressure regulators and industry watchdogs to raise standards. To win lasting trust, companies will need to substantiate claims with rigorous research, comply with evolving guidelines for biomarker-based health assessments, and protect user data in a landscape where personal longevity profiles become highly valuable and potentially sensitive information. In sum, the surge in public enthusiasm for healthy aging marks the final cultural shift, turning longevity science from a specialist concern into a mainstream priority. Fueled by millennials and Gen Z embracing early prevention and boomers and Gen X investing heavily in extending their vitality, this movement will create a vast, dynamic market spanning supplements, diagnostics, AI-driven health coaching, specialized fitness, and purpose-driven communities. More than just adding years to life, this wave of consumer-driven longevity will redefine aging as an active, empowered journey and reshape how we spend, work, and live across the entire second half of life.